Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Puck Drops here. Yes, we have a basketball stream. Yes, we've got a lot going on in hockey, a doubleheader, one of which I may stream a little bit. Winnipeg and Montreal, go Jets go. And also the draft lottery, and then the Avalanche play game 2 against Vegas tonight. Let me check out where the lottery's on, because I'm going to put that on my phone so I can watch it a little bit. Hi, AvsFan29. Hi, Go Caps. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Trent. What's up, guys? Let me check where the where it is. The Knicks are down 3-1 in the series. NHL Network. Okay, thank you. NHL Network. The Knicks are down 3-1 against Atlanta. If Atlanta wins, Avs fan, don't remind me. I had nightmares. If the Hawks win, they will go to the second round. It looks like they'll play Philadelphia, but we'll have to see when that game ends. So right now, it's undetermined who they play. And if the Knicks win, we'll have a game 6 back in Georgia. Oh, the Sabres they won the number 1 overall pick? Did they actually? Buffalo won the lottery. Oh, nice. Okay, I got to check the NHL lottery, everything going on then. What the picks look like. Don't tell me. Oh, my God. Seattle got the number 2 pick. Seattle got the 2nd pick. Anaheim got the 3rd. Devils the 4th. Again, the Red Wings fell. God, they hate the Red Wings. Red Wings got dropped to number 6. San Jose to 7. Seattle got number 2. It's still amazing to me. So they got the 2nd pick overall. So they'll see what they got. I'm hoping the Knicks can get that defenseman power, but I don't know. Detroit at 6. San Jose at 7. LA at 8. Oh, Vancouver felt bad. At 9. Ottawa at 10. Chicago at 11. Calgary at 12. Philadelphia at 13. Dallas, as you would have expected there. That's expected. 14 at Dallas, and the Rangers at 15. So the Devils, they have a good pickup, but they have 4. But Buffalo did win the lottery. Seattle at 2 again, Anaheim at 3. Okay. What is the draft lottery? It's to figure out who will pick where in the first round of non-playoff teams. As we're ready for tip-off. Tip-off will happen soon between the Knicks and the Hawks, Game 5. Knicks lose, their season's over. Knicks win, Game 6 will happen in Georgia. Again, Buffalo got the 1st pick. Seattle got the 2nd. Anaheim got the 3rd. New Jersey got the 4th. Columbus got the 5th. Detroit got the 6th. San Jose got the 7th. LA got the 8th. Vancouver got the 9th. Ottawa got the 10th. Chicago got the 11th. Calgary got the 12th. Philadelphia got the 13th. Dallas got the 14th. And the Rangers got the 15th. Oh, nice, Trent. All right, I'm going to tell you who got the next the next 8 picks. So 15 plus 5 is 20 plus 23 to 23. Okay, let me look for a second, and then I'll tell you who. Oh, wow. Awesome.
Compares to the thrills of a playoff win. Well, almost nothing. Because right now, you can bet $1 on any team to win and pocket
St. Louis got pick 16.
They win, you win. It's all the thrills.
Nashville got pick 17.
So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now.
Edmonton got pick 18. Minnesota got pick 19. Washington got pick 20. Toronto got pick 21. Pittsburgh got pick 22. And Florida got pick 23. So then we'll wait for the next 4 picks, which we'll find out at the end of the second round who those will be. Picks 24, 25, 26, and 27. Trent, I don't know what that means, but okay. Jets and Winnipeg also will be playing today against Montreal, Game 1. That is the game. We'll have some of that as well if we can. If we can have some of that, we will have some of that. Obviously, this will be the only matchup in the second round that you'll hear quiet scores for. You'll hear quiet scores of Montreal scores as I am. Root for the Jets. Winnipeg. Got the Jets hat right here, but we'll mainly be watching the Knicks.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is made with real brewed tea.
You also pay attention to the NBA game that's already started. Not this one, but another one. Philadelphia and Washington. Because if Philadelphia does off the job, we'll know who the winner of the Knicks series will be, and then we'll know that Milwaukee will play Brooklyn. Of course, stupid broadcasters literally said today, they were like, oh, and Brooklyn won. They were like, Brooklyn will play Milwaukee. And I'm like, you don't know that. I understand that it's highly unlikely that they would win it, but Washington would come from 0-3 down. But it's never happened in basketball history. Never happened. We got a tie game in Philly with 16 seconds to go in the first. 29-29 between Washington and Philadelphia. 2 games later today, Memphis are playing for their playoff lives. Utah can win and advance to the second round. And the winner of Dallas and LA, Clippers haven't won at home. Dallas hasn't lost on the road. Winner goes to American Airlines with a chance to win the series. Let's remind, no, let's not. They are now announcing the lineups here for the Knicks and the Hawks. The Knicks 1-1 in the Garden, 0-2 in Phillips, and this could be their last home game if they can't manage a win here, as we will get ready for the anthem. Madison Square Garden didn't get to have playoff hockey this year as the Rangers missed the playoffs, but playoff basketball even better. So the Knicks and the Hawks. Hawks looking to advance. To play either Brooklyn or Philadelphia. I don't think there's any chance they could play. No, they could not play Milwaukee if Atlanta wins it. They'd either play Brooklyn or Philadelphia, and it looks like they would play Philadelphia. But hoping the Knicks can stay in this series. Sold-out crowd in New York. Let's go, Knicks. And yes, you'll hear quiet scores when Atlanta scores, and you will hear boisterous scores when the Knicks score. Portland lost last night in double overtime. Hopefully this doesn't get reciprocated for New York. There they show the banners of division winners. The Knicks did not win the division this year. Philadelphia did, but the Knicks actually didn't even place second. They placed third in their division, but the 2 teams top in their division, Philadelphia and Brooklyn, are 2 of the top 3 teams believed to be able to win the NBA title, as they got white towels going in MSG. We are ready for tip-off, absolutely. Trae Young has been elite in this series. He was not a good player at home in the regular season, but he turned out the lights back earlier in Game 3 and especially Game 4. We'll see what happens. And again, we're going to commercial. When we come back, we will have tip-off. Streaming and premiering at the same time. I literally hate when I do that. I don't mean to do that, but I didn't realize how long it was going to take for the Avs game. Now, let me look at that, because the last time I tried to premiere an Avalanche stream, what happened was it wasn't the right game, and I still can't figure it out. So
It's coming back to you now.
after Game 4 in the premiere, yeah, I know. That was Lil Perk 30. I saw what he said. If this premiere blacks out on after Game 4, then I gotta fix it. But if it keeps on going to Game 5, then we're good. And Avs fan, you can watch it later and relish. I'm watching it right now. It's still on Game 1. If you remember, Game 1 had an incredible amount of goals. So They'll be here for a little bit.
The firm's doing it on its fearless leader. She really don't mind.
And the 2000 final will be left. Remember I said that I wanted to do some other stuff, like some overtime goal stuff, and I wanted to do some other things with some like first and last series, but I can't do that till the end of the playoffs. But I said like one or two things that I wanted to do. I completely forgot. I still have the 06 first round video I have to work on. And then I have some non-video stuff, and then later I'll have class in a week. So it's actually not that much. Game 1, yeah, I know. You scored a lot of goals. We're in game 2 right now, I think. Yeah, we're in game 2. Knicks crowd is going nuts. Hopefully a win in New York. You still have to win on the road, but if you win at home, at least you give yourself a chance. Game 1 was a thriller that didn't go New York's way. If you remember, Florida was on the ropes in the playoffs against Tampa, and they relied on their home crowd to book them to a Game 6. They lost that Game 6, but at least they got there. What can the Knicks do? For Atlanta, they're going with Hunter, Collins, Capella, Bogdanovich, and Young. For New York, Bullock, Randall, Gibson, Barrett, and Rose. The center will be Gibson, who is a prototypical power forward. The center will be Capella for Atlanta, who is an absolute prototypical center. Incredibly loud, boisterous crowd in New York City for the Knicks in Atlanta Game 5. And here we go. The officials are at midcourt, center ice. Midcourt with the ball, ready to tip off. And Gibson will get ready for Game 5. Hold on, let me see what he did. What stream did you link him? Oh, you just linked this stream. That's awesome. Capella is ready. Gibson is ready. Are you ready? Trae Young is out there. You're so cocky. You're not winning in Oregon. You're not. The way Portland played when they were at a position where Denver was dominating and Denver had to play with that, to come that close, and then Portland's going to have the fans on their side, you're not winning Game 6. It's not happening. Tip off finally. Gibson versus Capella. Here we go. Won by New York, and it went out of bounds. Oh, wow, the tip went out of bounds, but the Knicks never touched it. So a horrific play means Atlanta's going to have the ball technically first. Trae Young will set up at midcourt. Young, he'll step up, guarded by Noel. Young, a crossover, had a screen. Young floats one in and out and rebounded back by Randall, who takes the point guard duty. Here's Julius Randall. Randall guarded by, pushes in. Randall spins, shoots, tipped again, up in the other hands. Bogdanovich gets it down before Gibson could collect. Bogdanovich at the corner. Atlanta's a very good three-pointing team. Here is Trae Young, drives, oops it up for Capella, and he dunks it home. 2-0 Atlanta. Back over. It is Barrett. Trae Young, the second most assist guy in the league, only trailing Russell Westbrook of Washington. Randall sets up for Derrick Rose. Rose back to Randall. Randall fakes the three. Randall drives, steps back, three off the rim, but he gets it on back. Randall stripped and no call. 2-on-2 the other way. Trae Young, he's going through, wanting a foul called, none given. Here's Trae Young, floats it in and scores. Rose will get this. And up to midcourt. Rose guarded. There's a screen. Rose up. Floats it in. And out. Couldn't get that through. Collins gets it over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich drives. Floats one over Gibson. Rebound up high. And Capella will put it in. Okay, you're out. Derrick Rose. Up court. They're trailing 6-0. Rose, a pass for three and an out again. Capella gets the rebound as Barrett couldn't score. He's not been good this series. Over to Trae Young trying to direct traffic. Young and Barrett playing their first playoff series in their career. Defense is the chant. Noel tries to tip it away from Young, but he couldn't. Young gets it on back. And a dangerous pass over to the corner, wide open. A shot off the rim and rebounded out by Randall. Julius Randle with it. Randle out there for Noel, away from the screen of Rose. Noel drives, layup blocked by Capella. But taken on back and a good swiveling pass to Noel from the corner. He scores! 3-point deficit, Nerlens Noel, 6-3. In front of the New York bench, too. Big drive by Trae Young, and it was out, but it's rebounded by Bogdanovich, who sends it on back to the point, back over to Bogdanovich. He's thinking three. He tries to drive. He steps back, and a swiveling pass to Young, guarded by Noel. Trae Young, heavily guarded by Noel. Now Gibson tries to get the floater. It's off the glass and score. You know who you want to win, Avs fan. Go Jets, go. 5-point lead for Atlanta. Derrick Rose. Good bounce pass behind him. Randall sets up. Randall move. Foul against Atlanta. Free throws should be coming. It's Capella who will get it, the big man. And this will be the first foul of the night, and it comes against the Hawks. 2 free throws for Randall as Atlanta holds the 5-point lead. 23 points in game 4, but they didn't win. He makes the first free throw. A career high. Remember, he was drafted from the University of Kentucky by a rebuilding LA Lakers team. He traveled a little bit, and he's here in New York for the playoffs. And now it's in. Randall makes the second as well. 8 of 5. They had issues with turnovers and free throws in game 4, which is one of the reasons why they're down 3-1 in the series. 8-5. Atlanta leads by 3. Trae Young back to Bogdanovich. In through. A tough floater over the head of Derrick Rose, but it bounces in. Gibson immediately to Rose. Knicks down 5 again. Rose. A good screen by Gibson. Rose pushes in. He missed it. Wow. Should have made it, but he missed it. Here's Trae Young. Sets up. Pass a bit far from Bogdanovich. Long 3. In and out. Rebounded by RJ Barrett. Here's Barrett 3-on-3. Barrett sets it up. Noel for 3 again. Score! Nerlens Noel, 2-point deficit. He's nuts. Trae Young from the Delta logo. Big high pass. Knicks down by 2. Derrick Rose guarding. Sets up Gibson. Blocks it away and Noel steals. Nerlens Noel behind him is Randall. Noel blocked, but Randall gets it and dunks it home, and New York ties the game. Listen to this crowd in Manhattan. 10-10. 7:40 to go in the first. Atlanta, New York is tied. Bogdanovich drops it off for Trae Young, thinking 3, but doesn't shoot. Trae Young still thinking 3. Still thinking 3. Now a high pass and switched over. Randall, good defense. This bounces out off of Gibson's hands. No, off of Capella's hand. New York ball. What good defense by Gibson to Noel. And then again, this was what he did. And he missed. It was blocked by Capella. But then, of course, the putback by Randall. Derrick Rose tries to cross over. Rose over to Gibson. Gibson lost it. Trae Young crosses over. Pass up the middle. A floater is in, and Atlanta will have a chance for a 3-point play. Score? Is it Winnipeg? Don't tell me. It is Montreal. It is Kotkaniemi. from Petrie and Gustafsson, the veteran defenseman and the young defenseman. But here, John Collins, who had 22 points, 8 rebounds, and was incredible on the free throw line, and this free throw will bounce in for Collins, and the Hawks are back up by 3. Little Perk 30, timeout. Derek Rose to Randall. Randall back away and switched on through. Over across and down again for Trae Young. Young switches. Young pass across at Collins. Back to Young, deep 3. In and out. Rebounded by Gibson. Over to Barrett. Back for Barrett. RJ Barrett spinning. Circling an out of bounds pass to the corner. Back for RJ Barrett. Backed on down and stepped a shot. A 3-pointer that went off the rim. 6:15 to go in the first. As loose a pass to Capella. Back to Collins. Back to Young. Bogdanovich sets up. Floater high score. Gibson will step this through. And Derek Rose will go to the sideline. Timeout, New York. 5:57 to go in the first. 15-10 Atlanta. So that's what's going on there.
Cadillac certified pre-owned vehicles.
All right, I'm watching the live stream some more. Not the live stream, the Avalanche thing. I'm trying to see where everything is. I think this is still Game 4, and it would happen after Game 4.
Cadillac certified pre-owned models. Get 2.9% APR for 60 months on all certified pre-owned Cadillac models.
It looks like Game 4, so we know that we've had two. Yeah, we know we've had the 2 goals in Game 4 already. But they never got past Game 4 with the last stream, so it's not this goal. It's after the next one. If it blanks out, I gotta fix it somehow. If it doesn't blank out, then this stream worked, or at least somewhat worked. So right now, the second tying goal just happened in the
Stop for everyday
the what's it called, the premiere. So
everyday low prices for all the moments on your list. Stop and shop. Feed the moment.
This week,
yeah, they're right now in the color commentary right now of the second tying goal. So
each when you buy 3. Stop and shop. Feed the moment.
With Verizon Fios, you can make your new home work even better for you.
The stress of moving, it was just really nice to have the internet be easy.
Plans start at just $39.99 per month. And when you upgrade to our fastest internet...
Oh, shut up, Trent.
...and a Ring camera on us. Only on Verizon.
It's like our little social club.
Yeah, they play hard, they play tough.
And during the pandemic, I was still able to cut hair at home. My clients came over. We're still able to talk Nick talk. And kind of felt like back at the shop.
Oh, no. Missing file. Oh, God. I got to reset this. So, I got to reset this thing anyway. But I don't know if it's over. It just says that the Sikora 4th goal doesn't work. Right, Abs fan. The 4th goal, the go-ahead, for some reason doesn't work. So I got to look at it anyway. Yeah, Abs fan. Yeah, the 4th goal must have been corrupted. So I gotta work with that right now. If you can hear me, Abs fan, I will fix that later. But if Game 5 works, I mean, we know that this works. I just got to put it in and just, review it. This is the first time it had an issue, so... Because it said it had me, but... Right. So, Montreal 2-0. Oh, God. All right. We're back at the basketball game. Okay. So, all right. So game 5 works. Fine. So I just have to put in the 4th goal, and I can easily get the 4th goal. I know where it is. Okay. So I'll have to reset it for like a 3rd time, and I'll do that. I'll do that later. Noel misses on a 3. Derek Rose steps back. Noel for 3 again. He scores! Noel 3 for 4. A 3-pointer. 2-point deficit. Score. Back for Trae Young. Moves inside. Young. Beautiful pass. Bogdanovich for 3. Missed off the boards, but rebounded and slammed home by Capella. Back up by 4 is Atlanta. Here is Derek Rose from the free throw line off the rim. Tapped up high and Gibson couldn't get the rebound. Trae Young. Great pass. Collins. Bogdanovich. In and out. Gibson to Rose. Bogdanovich is behind him. Rose pivots. Out to Randall. Randall looks for Noel. Rose fakes a 3. Rose to Barrett. Power layup. He missed it, and Collins gets the rebound. Out to Trae Young. Trae Young back through and stripped. It's Nick Ball. So back with the premiere thing. From right now, Avs fan, from right now, it looks like the Shakura goal is the only one I'm missing, and I can easily get that goal. That was a very easy one to get and put in. And that one is my second favorite goal of that series. So that one's very easy to put in. We'll have to have a 3rd premiere, which is annoying. But basically what I'll do is I'll sift through, make sure that they're all correct. 3-pointer from the corner by Barrett, in and out. Tap by Noel and couldn't get the rebound. But I'll just put in a 3rd premiere, and then once that 3rd premiere is done, as Young got fouled on a high floater. But once that 3rd premiere is done, I'll delete the first 2. And then we'll be fine. So we'll see what happens now in this game. Shot, score, Young. I got to score on a power play, Avs fan. Gallinari will come in. He does not drive, but he does shoot a 3. Barrett is going to the bench. Over 20 points all games this series. He had 27 in game 4. Trae Young, in and out. Rebounded by Randall. 5-point deficit for the Knicks here. Derek Rose. Rose turns through. Rose, dangerous pass, but he gets it to Randall. Julius Randall, bounce pass to Rose. Derek Rose, back to Randall. Randall fakes the 3. Randall sets up, doesn't shoot. Shoots a contested 3 off the rim. And rebounded back by Atlanta. Trae Young switches away from Noel. Young back out. Over Collins to Young. Young through pressure. They set it one off of Nick. With 13 seconds to go in the shot clock. Back to Young. Young, a deep 3. In and out. Rebounded by Randall. Ha, Avs fan. His score goal. We know that. Derek Rose steps up to Randall. Randall spinning. Randall. Far shot, score. Julius Randall, 3-point deficit. Trae Young steps ahead. Back pass. Over. Huerter. Wide open 3 at the corner. In and out. Rebounded by Derek Rose. Rose steps ahead. Rose all alone. He scores in a finger roll. 1-point deficit again. Timeout Atlanta. And Trae Young is starting to get annoyed, and he got the ball slapped away from him from a Knick. The Knicks are starting to get in his head. The fans are acting like a sixth guy on the court. 18-17. Atlanta, New York is right there, thanks to Randall and Rose. Not good by Winnipeg. They've got to be better, but good to know there as I'm continuing to watch the premiere and see. Right now, from what I understood, and we're in Game 6 already. From what I can understand, Avs fans, as you've been watching the premiere, correct me if I'm wrong. The only goal that did not have that did not have media was the Game 4 go ahead, right? Avs fan, you got to let me know. Was that the only goal that said there's no video in here? There's no we have detected no media. Is that the only goal? Because if that's the only goal, then literally all I have to do is add that goal, then upload it.
Smooth driving pays off. Saving is easy when you're in good hands. Allstate. Quicker call for a quote today.
Just let me know, Avs fan, if so far that's the only goal. Because if that's the only goal, then my job is incredibly easy.
At Domino's, we're constantly innovating to find better ways to deliver you pizza, which is why we're testing driverless delivery.
I don't want to do another premiere while I'm streaming, so I'll probably wait till after the Knicks and Winnipeg game is over and then put it in. Okay. Good. So far, that's good. I think on the premiere just was seen the second goal of Game 6, and they scored 4 goals. And then there were 4 goals scored in Game 7, 3 goals by Colorado, 1 goal by Jersey. So right now, I think that Skola's that's the second goal of Game 6. So yes, so now they're going to do the third goal. Okay. Good to know. Back to this game. 2:44 to go in the first quarter for New York. They're down by 1, if I remember correctly. Am I streaming to? No, I've said no. It's 10 o'clock. I would have already streamed about 4 hours. It's way too late for me. No. I will not stream that. Golden Gamblers. I love that. I'll talk to you about it. Like, I'll be in communication. I'll be watching the game, but I'm not going to stream it. No. I'll try to stream at least one game of the series later on, but not tonight. No. Also, I will stream Game 6 of the next game if I can get to it, whenever it is. I think let's say Saturday. I'm not positive. Again, if this game is done and the Winnipeg game is still going on, which is not likely, but it's possible, I will stream the end of that as well, as long as that game goes. Trae Young, guarded by Noel. Young, deep 3. Off the rim and out. Randall gets the rebound. Randall, back ahead, spins. Randall! Hard pass to Rose. Rose steps up. Pass off, tipped. Off a Hawk. Noel didn't even bother to get it. It's New York ball. I think the replay we're seeing is the 4th goal. Rose out to Randall. Randall steps up. Randall pushes again. A shot. He scores! Knicks lead. 19-18. I believe that's their first lead of the game. Trae Young will have it. Gallinari is at the corner. That's important to know. There's a shot. They score. Hurter. Alexis, I will do that game at halftime with the Knicks game if it's still going on, and at the end of the Knicks game if it is still going on, absolutely. And I'll be rooting for the Jets too. So, yeah, absolutely. Here's Randall. Off the rim, tipped, but taken back by Atlanta. Trae Young will step ahead. 1:34 to go. Young is stripped of the ball, but it went off of a New York player. So with 16 seconds to go on the shot clock, Atlanta will have the ball up by 2. So right now, yeah, game 7. So, yeah. Young over to Huerter. Huerter to Gallinari. Gallinari again. Steps ahead. Works it. Gallinari drives. He usually doesn't do that. Fakes and shoots off the rim, but rebounded back by Atlanta. The shot clock can reset. No, it will not reset. Gallinari gets pushed down. First foul of the night against the Knicks. And it's against Noel. Yeah, I know. I have it on my phone. I know. Two more goals left. I'll also tell you that after the Devils' goal, it doesn't shut off. It will show the cup and everything. Gallinari off the rim, tipped up high, and Rose gets the rebound. Also, Atlanta's in the bonus, which is horrible. Derrick Rose. Rose switches. It's blocked again, but it's kept in by Randall. Julius Randle steps ahead of Gallinari. Randle! That better be a foul against the Hawks. It is. 50 seconds to go in the first. He's getting 2 free throws. Hey, Thomas fan, 2012. Randall makes the first. What a pass by Eliash also in the premiere. I didn't see that, but he did get a great pass over. Just short-handed goal. Let's go. Randall made the second. So the Knicks have tied it. Trae Young. Yeah, I know, Alexis. I saw Buffalo got the first pick. Devils got the 4th. Second for Seattle. 3rd for Anaheim. Red Wings got the 6th. This is tipped. Atlanta almost turned it over. They back it off to Gallinari. Huerter is wide open. He missed it. And now Burks. That's about an 8-second difference between shot and game. Randall lost it. A breakaway for Gallinari. He didn't. He missed it. Rebound up high. Tipped. And the rebound is up through for the Knicks, but I think they're calling a foul against New York. They are. Foul against Randall with 17.8 to go in the first. The ball was loose, and it looked like he would have gotten the ball, and they could have set something for a chance, and he just tried to corral the rebound. He had the elbow going, but it wasn't to push. I mean, oh, that's a high elbow, but I don't know here. The fans are starting to cheer, so are the refs correcting this? I'm not sure. Alexis, could Power go to the... Oh, Randall is... They're looking to see if it's a flagrant foul. I don't... Listen, the elbow comes up, but it's not used as a weapon. Do all Lillard 3-point... Oh, my God. I'd be there for days. Alexis, do you think Power could go to the Devils? Because I would love him for the Devils. Do you think that he's available at 4? At 2, I know he'd be available. But at 4, do you think he's available? I don't care what you say. I'd love a rangy, huge defenseman. Also, what do you like it in the premiere? Do you like seeing Bork with the cup in the premiere, Avs fan? Randall is on the bench. He's not happy. I would not think that this is a foul at all, but they are looking again to see if this is a flagrant. Okay, so there you go. So It was perfect, except we didn't have the Shakara goal. Fine, I can fix that, and we'll have another premiere later. Okay. Fair. No, Alexis, I don't know about Carson Lambos, but I'm asking you if Power would be picked by Seattle, Anaheim. Oh, God, he's probably going to go to Anaheim. Now that I'm thinking about it, he'll probably go to Anaheim. A big, rangy defenseman. That Buffalo's not going to pick a defenseman, but the two teams ahead of New Jersey in the draft would love large, rangy defensemen, specifically Anaheim. 2-1 Montreal. Okay, hopefully the Jets can come back. But Alexis, do you think Seattle or Anaheim would take Power before the Devils? We're still looking to see if the elbow. They're saying because the elbow was raised, possibly. Referees have not made the decision. Now it looks like they're going to. BS. The full word is what's being chanted at the Garden right now. It is a foul against Randall, but it's not a technical foul. A flagrant foul. I don't think this should be a foul, but I'm not terrified that it's not a flagrant. Okay, like I'll take what I can get. The NBA is way softer than it used to be. I get it. I get the idea. Whatever. Call me Jaden or Jacob. Okay, Jacob. Jacob. Yeah, I get it, Alexis. I get it, but I so much rather the Devils take him. I understand why the Ducks would take him. I get it. And if I'm the I don't know the general manager of the Ducks. Is it Murray? I'm not sure. I would understand taking Power, but I would love Power on the Devils. Absolutely love Power on the Devils. Trae Young gets the ball. He can hold it for as long as he wants until the first quarter's over. 10 seconds to go in the first. Young stays with it. Noel defending. Screen by Herder. Trae Young. Trae Young steps up. Pass across. Wide open dunk at the horn. But does it count? Does it count? Knicks fans are saying it doesn't count. We have to see if it will count. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. It doesn't count. We're tied going to the end of the first. Thomas, what I meant was by Power is Calmac. Ooh. I like that, but I want a big guy that can hit. I want a Cronwall. That's what I want. 21-21 after the end of one. Knicks are showing some life. I like that, Alexis, and I think that's great. And I think that would be really nice. They need more defensemen, but I would love, Alexis, if you could tell me who the next Nicholas Cronwall is, I want that. I want a guy that's big, rangy, can score, is used on the power play, and knocks your top off.
You can always count on the sun. You can chase it.
And they also have a power play quarterback defenseman, Shakir Muhammadulin. He was picked last year in the third round. Remember, call me Jake. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sorry. I'll get used to it. Jacob, that's Vincent Urio. Can the Devils get him? Either early in the second round? I want a guy like that. I want a guy that knocks your hat off every time. He goes down the shift. You got Urio. It doesn't work. I don't want to hear a cover of New York by Frank Sinatra. Urio at 4? Is that a stretch, Alexis? Alexis, taking Urio at 4, is that a stretch? Because if that's not a stretch, I would reach. Okay, so could they take him in the second round? Like, could they take him early in the second round, or is he a guy that's going to go around, like, pick 12? They could. Okay. I would love them to take Urio at the second round. In fact, here's my thing. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. Alexis, what are the chances that if Power gets taken at 3, Seattle's the only team I think that would really be competitive to take this guy, that the Devil, 3-1, are you kidding me? That the Devils, Alexis, what are the chances the Devils could take Eklund at 4? Because let's say Seattle's the only team I think that would really want Eklund. Let's say Seattle takes one of the other centers, because there's 2 centers in Michigan. Let's say Buffalo takes one and Seattle takes the other, and Power goes to the Anaheim Ducks. Do you think it's possible for the Devils to take Eklund at 4 and Uriel in the second round? Because that would be awesome. Eklund's a big. Eklund is 15. Okay. Is there a scorer? And don't say Aturati because I've watched his game. I don't want to Kapanen at 4. That's basically what he is, Kapanen. Is there a guy that you could say? Oh no, we got celebrities all over the place in New York. Is there a guy that you could say that they could take a scorer? But anyway, back to this. They got the rookies out here for the Knicks. The youngsters get their first time. Here is a drive up the middle. Went to the corner. R.J. Barrett. Back out. Good passing. Flown it on through. To the three-point line. A shot off the rim and rebounded by Atlanta. Uriel is 4 on my board. I would take him. Then I would absolutely take him, Alexis. Wait, 4 or 41? In front and up to Capella. He scores. Nobody picked him up, and Atlanta's up by 2. Pick and roll. Deep 3 for Quickly. He scores! Shade of game 1. Knicks by 1. That's another blue line drive for Quickly. Bogdanovich was covered. And that ball went out. It went up the baseline. It tipped off an Atlanta hand. Nick ball went off Lou Williams' hand. This is Quickly, and what a screen. He stepped aside and got that wide open 3. Pass across. Oop! Off of Noel's hand. And it's Atlanta ball. Oh, no goal. Nice. Let's go, Knicks. Jake, Jacob, are you a Knicks fan or a Nets fan? If you are a New York guy, because you're a Rangers fan. I was wondering. Out to the corner, faking the 3. And back up Bogdanovich. Foul against Barrett. Or is that a tip off of Barrett? No, it is a foul against Barrett. Gallinari out through off the three-point line. This is a contested 3. In and out. It was rolling. In, but it never went. R.J. Barrett has it. Barrett, a shot. He scores. R.J. Barrett for 3. Knicks by 4. Finally, he's got the shot going. He is compared to Luke Robitaille. Oh, God. Okay, I'd like that guy. Here's a shot by Bogdanovich. In and out. Tipped off an Atlanta hand. And what a crossover. He thrown Bogdanovich. Lost his self there. A three-pointer off the rim and rebounded back by the Hawks. 9:46 to go in the second. Knicks by 4. Lou Williams. Contested 2 score. Two former Rockets, Williams and Capella, but Capella's not out there. Pass by Quickly, gets it back. Quickly needs a screen. Quickly long 2, will shoot in and out. Tapped off the rim and couldn't get it. Former New York Nick Gallinari has it. Well, I want Uriel. Uriel is the next Cronwall. I don't want Hughes as Gallinari is fouled and free throws coming. Jets need this down by 2. Down by 2. What's happening? The Jets. Luke and Jack Hughes would like it, but just like Luke Hughes and that other defenseman that was noted before, I like offensive defensemen, but we need a big body because our penalty kill's so bad. Free throw was made by Gallinari, the first one. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Noel will go to the bench. So they make substitutions. Me, the guy I like is Zach Dean. Oh, he missed the free throw. Did Gallinari rebound, pulled down. Quickly. Wants a screen, doesn't get it. 1-2 at the free throw line and steps back. A shot off the rim. Tapped. Gibson couldn't get it off of Gallinari. But Bogdanovich helps the Hawks get the ball. Lou Williams. Williams stepped aside. Williams out. Bogdanovich steps back to Williams. Williams for three. Off and rebounded by RJ Barrett. Barrett with it. Barrett. To quickly to Barrett. Barrett away from Gallinari. Barrett blocked by Clint Capella. He's a block master. We saw that especially in the series against Oklahoma City, Golden State, when he was a Rocket. Gallinari draws another foul. It's not a shooting foul, though. Ugh. Yeah, we'll probably get some of the end of that game. So, Montreal 3, Winnipeg 1. Okay. Great block by Capella, though, and able. Now the Knicks play defense again. It's Huerter. Huerter wants a screen. He gets it. Bounce pass stolen away. Gibson has it now. Good play through. Foul against Atlanta. It's drawn. 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go. 27-26 New York. Looking for something there. Taj Gibson gets it at the corner. Gibson is fouled by Bogdanovich. Back out. Cross rolling through and couldn't get it to go. The Hawks pick up the rebound. Also, Sixers by 2 at halftime. If they win, then we'll know who the winner of the series will play. Philadelphia. Wide open three, and then Brooklyn will play Milwaukee, and it score. It is a Huerter for three, and the Hawks are up by 2, and the Knicks call timeout. 7:40 to go. Hawks by 2, 29-27. Everything right now is on either this and commercial, and then, of course, the first is in intermission, and the Sixers are up by 2, as we said. 9:30 is the next tip-off. That's Utah and Memphis. Utah trying to eliminate the Grizzlies. They would become, I believe, yes, they would become the first team in the Western Conference to advance to the second round. Denver leads their series 3-2, which Avs fan, of course, is going to harp on me about. Series tied 2-2 between Dallas and Los Angeles, and Phoenix leads their series 3-2 against the Lakers. But Portland and Los Angeles are going home to try to force Game 7s in Phoenix and in Denver, respectively. Habs almost made it 4-1. Oh, God. The only basketball I watch on TV is the Knicks, and I'm a Knicks fan. Okay, Jacob, that's good. Like the right team. That game was insane last night. Avs fan, put our allegiances aside. If you're wondering why we're like kind of harping about that, Avs fans' favorite team is Denver, and my second favorite team is Portland, and they had a game for the ages last night. My God, you have to admit, like, put our allegiances aside. What an incredible game that was. Portland lost. I don't care. That game was insane. And also, put your allegiances aside. Damian Lillard was just God, just unbelievable. But just I have the words to see. 10 assists, 8 rebounds, 55 points, and what was it, like 7 threes? 2 in overtime, 1 at the end of regulation. Like, I think he had 1 in double overtime, too. All right, here's a basketball trivia. MSG always does trivia. Patrick Ewing and Walt Frazier are the top 2 in all-time playoff scoring for the Knicks. Who are the rest of the top 5? So it's Ewing and Frazier. Who are the rest of the top 5? If you guys know basketball, behind Frazier and Ewing and Frazier for playoff scoring at the Knicks. I know John Starks has to be there. I think Melo might be there as well. Carmelo Anthony, and maybe some of those older Knicks as well. What's his name? We got the shot. What is it? Who is it? The 1970 Knicks roster. Why can't I remember his name? Willis Reed. Gibson just scored. Tosh Gibson scores. 29-29. Trae Young will get it. Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm thinking Reed, Starks, Reed, Carmelo Anthony score Young. Not Young, actually, one of their other teammates, as it's brought out by Burks. Burks try to cross over. Screen again. Burks steps aside. Spin move. Burks, what a move. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. It's tapped up high and rebounded and taken there. Barrett fakes. It didn't go. It's up high, and it's rebounded by Atlanta. Unbelievable, as that ball was just dipping and diving up high, and Bogdanovich sends this over to the corner. It's Gallinari. He fakes the 3. Gallinari fakes the 3 again. Hard 2. Off the rim. The outside of the rim. And taken by Burks. Noel is back out. Burks. To Noel. To Burks. Spin move. Burks. Layup. It goes. New York ties the game. Burks will come back. Trae Young sets. Floater score. Gibson the ahead pass. It's set for Burks. Burks steps aside. RJ Barrett looks for a screen, doesn't have one. To Nerlens Noel. To RJ Barrett. Barrett screen. Barrett drives. He missed it, but there's a foul against Atlanta. Randall and Capella will be out there after the first free throw is shot. But this was Burks' first chance. Wow, incredible. Kind of rolled like it was not going to go in, and Gibson was in front. But first free throw made by Barrett. Rose is in. Randall is in. Capella is in. So the top guys are going to go in as the rookie Toppin will go out for New York. Second free throw for RJ Barrett. He makes it. New York ties the game again. Trae Young. I don't know why they don't double team this guy. Remember last night what happened where in double overtime Lillard was double teamed a little too late? Pass up high off of Capella. It's tipped. The Hawks are saying this went out of bounds as Randall grabs it because they're saying the ball crossed the out-of-bound line, and the referees will agree with Atlanta. Hawk ball with 11 seconds to go on the shot clock and 5:30 in the first half. Yes, it's also on TNT, but I'm watching the home feed. Bogdanovich stepped aside, free throw line. Bogdanovich, wide open corner 3. They score. Atlanta's up by 3 again. 36-33. And yes, Walt Frazier, yeah, correct. Uncontested. Here's Randall. Sets up. That's a wide range three. It was tipped, but it's taken back by Barrett to Noel to Derek Rose. Rose sets up. Rose, far range pass. Barrett steps across. Barrett, power, rolls in. RJ Barrett, 36-35, Atlanta. Bogdanovich guarded closely and tightly. Atlanta leads the series 3-1, trying to go to the second round and play either Brooklyn or Philadelphia. Bogdanovich high over there to Capella, and it bounces in. Atlanta up by 3 again. Derek Rose with the ball. Rose, screened by Randall. Rose, floater, in and out and in. Derek Rose. Knicks down by 1. 38-37 Hawks. Trae Young guarded tightly at the three-point line. Young, high up there, tip and in. 40-37 Atlanta. Back out. Randall fakes a three. Randall steps. Randall pass to Noel, who dropped it. Out of bounds. Was this off a Hawk? No, it is Atlanta ball. So they will have a chance to extend their three-point lead. Atlanta will. With 3:49 to go in the second. Trae Young gets it. 7 turnovers by the Knicks, 4 turnovers by the Hawks. Huerter over to Young. Trae Young drives. He hit the outside of the backboard. Here is Randall. Steps inside. Spins. And it was blocked. It was Doug Gilmore-like as here moving an oop in front. That missed. But a foul against New York. And Atlanta. Or I think it's a foul against the Knicks. The Atlanta bench was complaining. They felt it was a shove, but if it's a foul, what do they care? Wasn't the initial call foul anyway? I don't know why they're complaining. So Gibson hit him. I think they're saying it's just a turnover. Gibson hit him, but it's not like it's not a body check. He's just trying to have interior position. And Hunter didn't have a problem with it. Hunter was the recipient of the pass for Atlanta, and the Hawk bench went irate. But again, it they call it a flagrant foul. Call a flagrant foul against Gibson. That's horrible officiating, guys. I'm sorry, but that's horrible officiating. You can watch the play. Gibson hit him in the back, but it's just a brush. It impeded the passing lane, but they're calling a flagrant foul. Bad call. Bad call, guys. If you can watch the replay, just watch this. Tell me how that's not a flagrant foul. Tell me how that's a flagrant foul, please. Hunter didn't even have a problem with it after the play. Guys that can watch the game, look at this and tell me how on earth this is a flagrant foul. So he gets a flagrant one, and they're going to need Gibson in this game. I don't understand the call here, guys. I do not understand the call. Shot by Hunter, he scores on the tech. So he'll have 2 techs and then Atlanta ball. This would give them a 5-point lead, and he missed the second. So they're up by 4, but they will get the ball back. 41-37 Atlanta.
So he goes 1 of 2 from the line, and now he get possession after the flagrant.
Passed out to Trae Young. Young gets it. To Herter, to Young. Young by the screen. Young crossover. Young spins. Young scores. Hawks are in the bonus. And they are now up by 6. Derrick Rose looking to direct traffic again. 3 minutes to go in that first half. Rose steps up. Pass across RJ Barrett. Barrett sets across. Sets through. Back to Randall. Julius Randall for 3. He scores! Randall! 1 point, 3-point deficit. Again, though, Jacob, tell me how that was a flagrant foul, though. Trae Young, bounce pass. Out there, across, hard 2. He scores. Hunter. Derrick Rose waits, sets in, Rose, rolls, rebound, Gibson wouldn't go, and he scores on the second rebound. Hawks only up by 3 again. Trae Young, shot for 3. He missed it, but I think he's getting 3 free throws. Bullock got hit up high in the chin, but they will give Young free throws, even though he hit the back of him. I don't know if that should be maybe correcting. Well, they're saying that the initial contact and the play's dead after that. But whatever. We'll see. 2:03 to go in the second. We will sort that all out.
Wait, this isn't your bed. How'd you get here? Ah, yes, groceries. Earn points now to use on travel later. One of the many things you could expect when you're with Amex.
Do you recall how long ago we would walk on the sidewalk? All around the windows, we would only hold on to let go. Blow a kiss into the sun, we need someone to lean on. Blow a kiss into the sun, all we need is somebody to lean on.
Stop for everyday low prices. Shop for Grill Master status.
Wow, impressive.
Thank you. Everyday low prices for all the moments on your list. Stop and shop. Feed the moment.
This week, stop and shop for great deals. Nathan's or Sabret beef franks are buy one, get one free. Stop and shop hot dog and hamburger buns are 99 cents each. And Poland Spring and Nestle bottled water are $2.99 each when you buy 3. Stop and shop. Feed the moment.
Wealth is saving a little extra. Worth is knowing it's never too late to start. Or too early. Principal, for all it's worth.
See? It's on.
The all-new, all-electric Volkswagen ID4. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and lease the 2021 ID4 Pro for just $379 a month.
As a rookie, in my second year, I sat every day with Tibbs after practice, and we talked about the Knicks, we talked about the battles, we talked about how great it would be to play them one day. And then for it to come true, and then I'm playing with Derrick, who I've been playing with my whole career, and we have the same familiar faces, but now we're in New York City. God doesn't make any mistakes, man. You just got to follow your path. You just got to believe in yourself, stay the course. The course is always going to be rocky, but you just got to stay the course and believe in yourself and truly believe, man, because it's some magical stuff right now. I don't know how to explain it. It's just every day that I come in, it's just, I don't take anything for granted. But every day that I come in, it's just surreal.
Fort Green's finest. You listen to him, listen to that, or you spend any time with this young man, and you realize why his coaches love him, why his teammates love him. One of the true professionals
Okay.
in the entire league.
Gibson is back.
Oh, boy, is he
Trae Young makes the first. Knicks fans are chanting something about BS. I don't know exactly what it is. Even if Young makes these three, Knicks have to just come back and score. Preferably a three, but something. Oh, the broadcaster said Trae is balling, but I'm pretty sure it's what I said. Score, Noel! Bullock, excuse me. 3-point deficit. Trae Young, bothered by Noel. He shoots a high one. This is pressured. Rebound tipped. Calling a foul again? Another foul against New York. Capella will get free throws, even though it wasn't a shooting foul. He is not a good free throw shooter. Let's see what he'll do here. First free throw made. Second one. Made as well. They're up by 5. Derrick Rose away from Herter. Rose. 90 seconds to go in the second. 50-45, Atlanta. Rose to Bullock. Bullock to Rose. Rose. Pass to Gibson. Gibson spins. Tough pass. Randall to Barrett. Barrett. In and out. Oh, that was spinning for a three-pointer. Herter. 1:10 to go in the second. Here is Trae Young. Great pass. Well, it was a great shot, but it was good defense as Gibson got the rebound over to Randall. Back to a tough shot for Bullock off the rim. And Trae Young's going to use his speed again. Young wants a foul. He's going to get one. So Young will make the first. Second free throw made as well. Derrick Rose, now 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rose away from a screen. Rose switches through. Blocked by Herter, who brings it up. Pass across. Blocked by Barrett. But it's still Hawk ball because it went out of bounds. $38.1 to go in the second. Trae Young. Pass across to Collins. Collins back to Herter. Herter looks. Wide open three. But it's deep. He airballs it. And the New York fans chanting air ball, air ball, air ball at Herter. Rose picks it up at midcourt now and spins. Rose sets through. Knicks down by 7. Rose to Randall. That was close to going out of bounds, but he gets it back. Randall steps up, steps ahead, driving in. Randall, no foul called. Oh, goaltending is the call. No foul called, but goaltending is the call. The points will count. New York down by 5. Atlanta may challenge Oh, if they challenge, they might get this right because this looked close. But they are not going to challenge. Atlanta's going to hold for the next shot. They're up by 5. Last shot. There is no shot clock. Here's Trey Young. Screen going. Young away from Randall. Young again tries to step aside from Randall. Young tries to shoot that. He did. It went off the rim, but by the time it went down, the horn had sounded. So the first half is over. And Trey Young is yelling at a New York player and now yelling at the ref that he should do something about it. That was Bullock he was screaming at. Capella is also yelling, but he will dejectedly go to the locker room. 52-47 Hawks. Hawks are up by 5, but this series in this game is far from over. And now we have meeting at midcourt. The Knicks and the Hawks are arguing what you don't want for New York is to get out of shape mentally.
Somebody walks right into the face of Nerlens Noel, Solomon Hill. They had to be separated. Good job by security and by teammates, making sure nothing got worse. Knicks down 5 halftime. Game
5. Okay, game 5 is going to the half. All right.
Some good gamesmanship, okay? Novak, and I'm hearing you. How we doing?
Fabulous.
Okay, we'll do the Winnipeg game now.
Stay restless with the icon that does the same. The RX, crafted by Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
We make USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage. USAA insurance is in just 20 years later, and this time it's on their terms. Stream every episode.
All right, early in the second, there are fans here in Winnipeg. Montreal's up 3-1. Bit of a skirmish at midcourt, half court for the Knicks and the Hawks, but in this game also a bit of a skirmish between Montreal and Winnipeg as Scheifele, not a guy to get bent out of shape, was angry at Brendan Gallagher for some reason. Face off. We're at halftime right now. That's the point of broadcasting another game. It's swept across from Deneau. And Deneau tries to step this off for Edmondson. Tipped again. 3-1 Montreal. They won game 1 of the last series against Toronto. Winnipeg hasn't lost a playoff game all series long. Deneau slipped through the backhand. Montreal's only lost 1 game on the road. That was game 2 of the conference quarters against Toronto. A 5-1 throbbing by the Leafs, who would eventually lose in that series. Gallagher, he gets hit. It's tipped again and brought out to center. Nate Thompson with a good work and shot in by DeMello. Carey Price. He'll step this off at the blue line. And Corey Perry back, but out to center was Andrew Kopp, who goes to the bench. Neil Pionk there. And stepped ahead, Luke Dubois. This is the final home ice, no matter what happens, that Winnipeg will get in these playoffs. Montreal won't have home ice at all in any state. Corey Perry over Armia. And back across. Neil Pionk was able to step this through Kulak. Back out, looks for Perry. Perry, Eric Stahl with it. Stahl drops, look for a backhander, and it couldn't go. And it's down off the middle. He's trying to win a race, but the Jets, Luke Dubois, couldn't win it. Icing against Winnipeg. Hi, we're doing Jets and Canadiens right now. 3 faceoffs won by Dano for Montreal.
The last 3 games, his face-off percentage went up to 57%, and they went 3-0 to win the series. Talk about the importance of face-offs. That's
Tipped again and off the line. Suzuki went down, and it's a hand pass against the Canadiens as Suzuki's trying to get untied up with the stick. Also, Philadelphia is up by 6 with 4:44 to go in the third in Game 5, where they lead the series 3-1 in the Eastern Conference quarters in the NBA playoffs. This is the last Game 1 of the second round to happen. We got a tie series between the Islanders and the Bruins. The Lightning are up 2-0, and the Avalanche are up 1-0 later tonight. The Avalanche and the Golden Knights will be up 2. The Avalanche want to go southwest to Nevada, up 2-0. The Knights want to go home with a 1-1 series tie. No, I didn't see the Discord. I'm not going to look at it. Pullman. Tucker Pullman will shoot this in. Basically what Hall was for Toronto, Pullman is for Winnipeg. Try to step this across, and down it goes. Lowry with a hit. Back out Ehlers to center, away from Toffoli, but it's poked off Toffoli's stick. Ehlers will send this out behind. Pinching defense by Montreal. Caulfield there. Caulfield, a backhand pass, and switched it on through. Back across the shot, off of Price. We know for sure there'll be a Canadian team in the conference final. Last Canadian team in the conference final was in the 2018 playoffs, the Jets. And they played the Vegas Golden Knights and lost in 5 games after overwhelmingly winning Game 1. Former Capital Matthew Perreault had a chance, but a save by Price. 13:30 to go in the second, 3-1 Canadiens. That's insensitive.
Artists like myself because he's always producing amazing music. In fact, here's something from the streets of Nashville I love right now. In a day.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is made with real brewed tea. We're so real. We use real fans.
It's insensitive, bro. Nope.
Green tea for a burst of energy. Made fresh,
We will get to the next game once the second half starts. Knicks down by 5, but right now still streaming the Jets Canadiens game.
Unstoppable fabric finds, neutralizes, and eliminates tough odors trapped in hard to wash fabrics, like couches or smelly sports equipment, leaving an irresistibly fresh scent. And for a tropical burst of freshness, try new Paradise Scent. Stop sneaky odors from lingering in your home with a breeze unstoppable.
Let's take a look at this last chance for Winnipeg on the 2-0, and then look at Carrier. Flash the glove. This is what he did all last. Winnipeg trying to claw back into this
So,
game, and what a
Price
chance that would have
has
been
been really good.
to get within
1 goal allowed on 18 shots faced. 17 saves by Price. They're still down by 5 only. Right now I'm streaming the Jets-Canadiens game, and if it's still going on after the Knicks game is over, I will stream it as well, but not the night game, Colorado versus Vegas. So just watch that myself. On a backhand, forehand pass over to Neil Pionk. Former New York Ranger steps this on up. Here's Kyle Connor back on the backhand, and it's battled off at the corner wall again. Scheifele tries to set this up. It's tipped for Wheeler. Wheeler away. Sherratt now a 2-on-2. Gallagher steps to the outside. Gallagher will send this in. Connor Hellebuck dropped it on off. Minnesotan goaltender against Vancouverian. That's Carey Price. Scheifele away from Sherratt. 2 guys that have never played for any other franchise in their career. And have also won a Vezina trophy. Edmondson with it. He steps and shoots out behind Hellebuck. Back for Kotkaniemi, who had the first goal of this series. Edmondson with a hit there on Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers tried to backpedal us through and away for Anderson. Ahead is Kotkaniemi. It's Fieri, Kotkaniemi. Kopp nearly stole it. Back out behind and lined on through. Edmondson. He'll shoot it in and chip across. Anderson hammers it and wide. Ehlers tried to keep it in. Ehlers a pass, stick to skate. And Pierre-Luc Dubois couldn't keep it back through. It's Fieri Kotkaniemi up the middle. Kotkaniemi passed off. Anderson a shot. That just flickered in on Hellebuck, and it's tipped to the corner. Ehlers took a big hit. Penalty coming up against Montreal. I believe it's a penalty, or is it just laid offside? I don't know if it's a penalty or delayed offside. We'll see. The broadcasters don't even know it is a penalty against Montreal. With 11:34 to go in the second. And it looks like it might be against Kotkaniemi. It is. It's a roughing penalty against Kotkaniemi for his hit on Ehlers before the play, but they took a long time calling it, so that was the confusion at the Montreal bench. Who do I like better? I don't really care. So the Jets will go on a power play. They're going to need a goal here, down by 2. Kotkaniemi's been good in this series, too, and especially in the Toronto series, so we know that. Montreal clears it right off the faceoff. Morrissey out to Blake Wheeler. Wheeler tried to step through, and it's cleared back down by the Habs. Fought on down and tried to take it off from Byron. Stepped ahead. Byron trucks through. Byron couldn't get it across. Wheeler taps this through. Connor gets it. Connor across the blue line. Connor tries to step aside. Backed it on through for Morrissey. Morrissey to the captain. Blake Wheeler steps for Scheifele. Scheifele. And the Canadiens try to clear it, but they can't. It's a battle off the boards, and it's back out Evans. Evans up the middle. He'll slide in. Wait, and just chip. Canadiens go to the bench. Ehlers. Scheifele steps through. Out the center ice. Backhanded away from Byron. Canadiens clear with 45 seconds to go on the man advantage. The Winnipeg man advantage. Neil Pionk. There are fans here for the first time this season or playoff in Bell MTS Center, as this is offside. There's 35 seconds to go on the power play, and Lowry goes down the tunnel, which is not good. Not good at all, as they're going to need him at the center position. Neutral zone draw. Never really went the way he wanted it to. And stepped across. Shot in by Kopp. Petrie took a hit. And it tried to tip down and all the way down. Cleared. We should have the game soon. I don't know when, but we should have the third quarter soon, second half for the Knicks. As this is a shot that hit Carey Price. Pionk sets up the middle. Luc Dubois up to the left circle. Nikolai Ehlers. Ehlers spins in front and couldn't get it away from Edmondson. Backhanded off Pionk out at center. Pionk took a hit. Kopp will get it. And a hand pass just as Kotkaniemi came out of the box. So the penalty is killed, but we have to go back to commercial. 9:29 to go in the second. 3-1 Canadiens.
With the Honda Civic,
This week, stop and shop for great deals. Nathan's or Sabrit
That's because the Civic's responsible.
free.
Hmm.
Stop and Shop hot dog and hamburger buns are 99 cents each. And Poland Spring and Nestle bottled water are $2.99 each when you buy three. Stop and Shop. Eat the moment.
It's the whole package. Give one stunning remember.
Volkswagen Civic is the best-selling compact car of the last decade. Contact your Honda dealer tomorrow or shop online.
It's time to hit refresh. To be buttoned up, to feel your best and look it. By using Just for Men shampoo and hair color to eliminate gray in 5 easy minutes. It's time to look forward. Just for Men shampoo and color.
I'm ignoring you guys. All right, start of the third. Okay, that's the end of this. If there is time on the game, we'll stream it. Oh, come on, guys. So we'll see you guys. Maybe we'll see if there's time in the third quarter, the third period.
You're down 5 to start this third quarter. A nice run. Get things going right here. What do you need to see from your starters in the first couple minutes?
We're getting some stuff, so we got to keep it off the free throw line so we can get out and run. Once we get out and run, we'll start looking a little bit better offensively, too.
Coach, thanks.
Thank you. All right, Rebecca. So 3 technicals were handed out. 2 against the Knicks for that altercation at the end. Watch here.
So
Watch as players are walking in opposite directions. Sterling Noel bumps Trae Young. And now watch Solomon Hill goes back and bumps Sterling Noel. Each of those 2 received a technical. So 2 big technicals, 1 hawk technical, meaning Atlanta will shoot 1 free throw before we start the third quarter.
oh, God, I didn't realize. The Knicks, they were given a technical foul because of the aftermath of the second quarter. So Atlanta, who was up by 5, can get up by 6 with the free throw here, which is going to happen before the quarter starts, which is not good for them. So it'll be Trae Young to shoot the technical free throw. Young scores. Then he gets pushed after the free throw. Randall gives it to Rose. Hawks by 3, but that didn't count for the start. So technically a first half basket. Here's Derrick Rose. Steps. Randall. Corner 3. Score! Julius Randle. And Knicks down by 3. Back out Bogdanovich. 53-50 Atlanta. Bogdanovich with it. Bogdanovich. No, Trent, I don't. Bogdanovich for 3. Hard corner up high. Rebounded by Randall. Out for Randall. Steps up, fakes the 3, wants the foul. He missed it, but I think he's getting 3. No, a foul against Randall. What? They called a foul against Randall. That's weird refereeing. Trae Young wants a foul, doesn't get one. It's his tip to midcourt. Bogdanovich back to Young. Young steps, Collins for 3. Missed. Rebounded. I think it hit Barrett, but then he gave it to Gibson. And now it's Noel back to Gibson. Gibson over to Randall. Randall back to Rose, back to Barrett, back to Gibson, back to Noel. Steps aside, 3-pointer Noel, in and out. How are you? Okay, whatever. I'm not going to have this discussion here. Bogdanovich rolls, and it went in. Derrick Rose. Barrett flips it. Randall to Barrett. RJ Barrett off a screen. Barrett steps aside. Bounce pass to Rose. Rose, a contested 3, and it all went off the rim. Pass there, Collins to Trae Young. Young Contested tipped. Oh, and taken by R.J. Barrett. And they're calling a foul back behind the play. It's against Bogdanovich. Is it against Bogdanovich or did he? Yes, it is against Bogdanovich. He draws foul. Derrick Rose back out. And Randall, a contested three. He missed it. Went off the rim and out. Bogdanovich driving. Pass across to Hunter. Capella scores. 14 points and 10 rebounds for him. And a New York timeout. 57-50 in favor of Atlanta. Knicks have had good looks, but they haven't been able to score a lot of them. Knicks are down by 7, facing elimination here fairly early in the third quarter.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. The new Ford Bronco Sport. Available with different coat modes and a camera with off-road views. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Bronco Sport. Drive one today. Right now, lease the all-new Bronco Sport for $329 a month. View more offers at buyfordnow.com.
New York State is no stranger to a challenge. And after a most difficult year, we are rising up stronger and building back better.
Because I don't care. I'm timing both of you guys out. You guys are being weird right now.
We're building new parks and bikeways, revitalizing a sports complex, and investing in our downtowns. We're New York tough. So let's reimagine, rebuild, and renew New York together.
People think if I got a hearing aid on, I could hear everything. And that's not true. When I got the Google Picture phone, I could live tap the picture. Harry was the first person I tried it on. He said, I'm 55 years old, and for the first time in my life, I even call my son. It was wonderful.
57-50, this equals the largest lead of the game for the Hawks. Early third quarter here in Game 5. Stay on the know on all things Knicks basketball. Make sure to download the Knicks app to follow along all the games and get alerted to the latest news and team updates. Time now reveal a month if you are doing more player of the game. So far it's been Clint Capella. He is back.
Right now, they're about to enter the fourth quarter. Wells Fargo Center. The 76ers are up by 9. About, 12, 13 minutes away from advancing to round 2. No, I'm not surprised. It's just annoying. Why is my Jets hat on? Derrick Rose is going to get it. He does get it. Rose, screened by Randall. Rose to Randall. Randall steps up on the high corner. Rose lost it. Or Randall lost it. Bounce pass. And a foul against, is that Collins? Is that against the Knicks? I'll have to re-see that. Ooh, I think it's a foul against Randall, but I think that could have been a reach-in on Bogdanovich. I really think they could have gone there. Here is Trae Young. 9 turnovers for New York, 5 turnovers for Atlanta now. Young's thinking deep three, but he can't go there. Bounce pass. Across. Tough 2. And score over Rose. Hunter. Largest lead of the game for either team. It's Atlanta by 9. Randall steps up for Noel. Back to Randall. And a foul against Hunter. His first foul of the game. So that's good for the Knicks. Stepped ahead Noel to Rose. Rose to Gibson. Gibson for the free throw line. Out. Gibson almost got it back, but Bogdanovich made sure to secure the rebound. Bogdanovich with the screen by Capella. Bogdanovich away from Gibson, who's playing stingy, tight defense. Stolen through. It went off of Gibson's hand, but great defense by the former Timberwolf there, Taj Gibson, with some really great tight defense. This is missed and rebounded back out. The camera wasn't there immediately. Back across Randall. Randall gets it back. Randall over the head of Rose. And this is Atlanta ball. 8:19 to go in the third. Trae Young. He'll get it. Young to Bogdanovich, deep three. Fakes it, takes it. Back again. Bogdanovich steps back for another deep three, and he scores. And they are up by 12 now, Atlanta. Knicks need something and fast. 9-0 run in the last 2:40 for the Hawks. Derrick Rose steps. Rose back. Score. Maybe that could be something. 10-point deficit. Trae Young. Swivel pass. Back across. Floats off the glass, and it goes in. It was Collins. Derrick Rose. Steps. Back to R.J. Barrett. Barrett away from Capella. Barrett. Blocked by Capella. They're calling a foul against Clint Capella. 2 free throws for R.J. Barrett. Sorry about that, guys. We'll see who will step into the free throws. We'll step in a substitution after the first free throw. First free throw by R.J. Barrett is in. Second one is scored. 10-point lead for Atlanta now. Only up by 10. Knicks are 12 of 15 of free throws. Or Hawks are 12 of 15 of free throws. Knicks are 8 and 8. Stepped up ahead, faking a shot again. Over to Bogdanovich, deep three. In and out. That was close, though. Intercepted. Hawks get it back. Floater score. Hunter. The Knicks never were able to get the ball back, and the Hawks did, and got a close shot off a turnover. Got by Noel. Airballed it completely. It'll be Hawk ball. Trae Young. He's guarded. Young, thinking shot. Young steps, drives, blocked. Gibson will get this. Over to Derrick Rose. Rose. Back over, stripped off a Hawk hand. That is off of Bogdanovich. And it is New York ball with 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. And 6:18 to go in the third. Derrick Rose to inbound. Randall gets it. Randall fakes the shot. Randall steps, blocked, and off a Hawk hand again with 11 seconds to go on the shot clock. That was off of Capella's fingertip.
was don't let Julius Randle beat us. And he was beating them. He had a splendid first half. Now he's back in the doldrums. So are the Knicks. 11 to shoot on the inbounds.
Back out. Pass to Gibson. Gibson will step to the three-point line, acting point guard-like. Making a three-pointer from Bullock. And now Randall steps back. Randall tipped and off. Capella rebounded it. There is no over-the-back foul against Atlanta for hitting up on Gibson. Bogdanovich fakes the shot. Working on Bullock to Trey Young, almost intercepted by Barrett. Young steps, pass across, a shot by Hunter off the rim. They want a foul against New York for Capella getting hit, but there is none. Randall spins away from Young and double-teamed Hunter. Almost picked, and it goes all the way down. But that's not backcourt because it was tipped off a Hawk. Here's Derrick Rose. Rolls up high, but rebounded by Gibson. His longtime teammate Gibson lost it. Whose ball? Atlanta ball. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 110-97 Philadelphia in that game. And we are about 10 minutes away from tip-off in the Salt Lake City, Game 5. Utah leads the series 3-1 over 8-seeded Memphis. Trey Young. Young. Screen there. Young bounce pass. Thrown through. Whose ball? Gibson was on it. It's Nick ball. Collins will get the foul. 5:10 to go in the third. That went through Gibson, and Gibson definitely had the ball first. And Collins was grabbing arms. That's a very good call by the officials. Nerlens Noel comes out. Trey Young smiling. That he knows he's hated here. And he's laughing about the penalty. Oh, no, he's not laughing at the foul. He's yelling at celebrities. He's yelling at Jay-Z and Tracy Morgan. It's not even random people. But whatever. He likes the hate. He's going to get the hate if you're a rival of the Knicks. Here's Derrick Rose. RJ Barrett will get it. Barrett steps up. Randall across double teamed. Wide open Noel. Spins and scores. Knicks are also in the bonus, which is very good. Trey Young away from Noel. Young step for Gallinari. The Knicks have been good defensively when Gallinari's in the game. Hunter back out to Collins. Collins defended well by Noel. He missed the shot, but they're calling a foul against Noel. And this is shooting, so there will be free throws coming for Collins. 4:35 to go. Shot off the rim, and he missed it. Another shot off and back in. So he makes the first. 9-point deficit. Here is Derrick Rose. Also, as Derrick Rose will send this up high for Noel, it looked like the main conversation was with the actor Tracy Morgan about the spitting incident in Game 4. Here's Noel slamming it home. Oh, no. They say no. Hawks bench and the officials conferred that Noel's foot was out of bounds, and oh, yes, it was. This point will not count. 4:12 to go. Deafening defense at Madison Square Garden. Trey Young setting up away from Rose. Young stripped, but he got it to Gallinari. Tough two. Gallinari up high. Rebounded by RJ Barrett. Away from Collins, away from Hunter. Pass to Randall. Missed it, no foul. Noel gets it. Noel back to Bullock. Randall twists and scores. 9-point deficit. Knicks are getting a delay of game warning. I don't think this has to do with the Knicks. It's definitely going to have to do with the crowd doing something. It might either have to do with objects getting thrown down as a shot for Hunter is off the rim and tapped through. The rebound loose. And a foul against New York. But it's either against an object getting thrown or about the celebrities ranting. Because I remember when Patrice Bergeron scored a goal in Game 7 of the 2013 quarterfinals to tie Game 7 against the Leafs. Yes, that memorable game. And there were towels littered on TD Garden ice, and they said it would have been a delay of game penalty against Boston if they had continued, which maybe the Leafs would not have suffered that horrendous comeback if, they would have went on a power play into overtime. But anyway, if there is another delay of game penalty, the Hawks will have a technical. Here is Huerter, and he scores off the glass. 69-58 Hawks. Derrick Rose steps, looks for a bounce pass. It's Gibson. He always looks to them. They have great chemistry. Here is Julius Randle. Randle steps to Rose. Rose fakes. Rose to Randle. Randle, tough three off the rim and rebounded back by Trae Young. 3 minutes to go in the second. Hunter over to Gallinari off the rim. Rebounded back by the Hawks, though, and back over Hunter. Hunter and a foul against New York. That's a high amount. I don't know how many they've got, but it's definitely a lot. They're closing in on the bonus. We go to commercial. Randall is not happy with the officiating today. 2:50 to go in the third. 69-58 Hawks. Avs fan, it's not good. The officiating's not great, and the Knicks are bottled up here.
The noise when you get any 2 or more medium 2-topping Domino's pizzas delivered for just $5.99 each.
7:01 to go in the fourth. Philadelphia by 14 against Washington. Philadelphia on the verge of eliminating the 8-seed Wizards and going to the second round, the third Eastern Conference team to do so. Brooklyn and Milwaukee also won. Brooklyn in their series. Brooklyn won in 5. Milwaukee swept. The only team that has swept. Okay, and also the Winnipeg was down 3-1. We know that. Still in intermission, Montreal with the 2-goal lead. The go-ahead goal, Eric Stahl, his first goal in the playoffs as a Hurricane. As a Montreal Canadien. We will have some of the third period, I think, so we'll go to that next. It says hi. 54 minutes till the puck drops here. Yeah, I get it. The puck. I got it. I get it. I'm smart. Also, we should have tip-off soon in Utah. And then at the same time that there is tip-off in Denver, there will be tip-off in LA for Clippers and Mavs.
Don't get their shipments, you don't get their business again. Pitney Bowes makes shipping part of what makes your business great for those customers and your bottom line. Meet SendPro Online, your integrated digital mailing and shipping solution. It's a smarter way to get your products to your customers.
Also, tomorrow I'll do the 2 hockey playoff games, but I know that there's the 8 o'clock start in Portland, so I won't be doing the Portland game, but I will definitely be, monitoring it. Hey, Antonio Walker, thank you for the subscription. That, I believe, is 580, I think, subscriptions, or 579. Yep, 580. 580. Patrick Ewing and Walt Frazier are the top two in all-time playoff scoring. I said Starks, then Reed, then Carmelo. It is Reed, Starks, but I got Carmelo wrong. Dave DeBuscher. I remember him. Remember hearing of him at least. Salty Blazers. Oh. If there is still time in the Blazers game after the Lightning game is over, I will have that as well. Knicks throw in. Over to Young. Trae Young steps ahead. Young, what a deep three. He scores. 14-point lead for Atlanta, 72-58. Yeah, I'll stream whatever's left after the Tampa Bay game. It will not be the last minutes of their season, I'm telling you. Up off this circle, pass to Gibson. Gibson turns. Over to Burks. Burks lost it, got it back. Hard shot up high, rebounded over, and it's a shot clock violation for New York. Gallinari rolling it out to Herter, back to Gallinari. Danilo Gallinari back out. And over to Herter again, in and out. Rebounded, put in by Atlanta. 16-point lead for the Hawks. Knicks are facing elimination. That should be noted. Quickly. At the corner, back to Randall. Randall, tough two. Up high, tipped. Rebounded by Young, although it went off Hawk teammate. 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. 74-58 Atlanta. Young back out. Trae Young steps. Deep three. Off the rim and out, but it's taken back by the Hawks. Herter to Young. Minute 10. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Young. Herter to Young. Young has to shoot at some point. He drives, and it was off the rim. The floater, and the Knicks take it. Quickly, Gibson screen. Quickly, long drive. Score! Quickly is automatic from there. A 13-point deficit. 45 seconds to go in the third. One more quarter left, possibly in the next season. Here's Trae Young. Screen. Young up the middle. Pass across. Herter off the rim. Rebounded. Was that off of Hawk? No, it was off of Nick. 31.9 to go in the third quarter. 14 seconds on the shot clock. I am not writing essays. Trae Young will go take a seat for the rest of the third quarter, or maybe even some of the fourth. Passed it, tipped off of Nick, and try this again. Herter. There is a shot clock. And the Hawks go out of bounds. They did. Hawks went out of bounds. New York's getting the ball, a 6-second difference between shot and game. Gibson, bounce pass this over. Too quickly. Drives. Quickly, finger roll, he got fouled. 2 free throws coming for the Knicks. Oh, next time I go to New York, I'll be sure to make you write them down. Av fan, I don't live in New York. I do not live in New York. First free throw made by Quickly. I live in New Jersey. I live fairly close to New York, but I don't live in New York. I don't have a house there. In fact, I used to have a sibling who lived in New York, but she doesn't even live in New York, so I don't even have an area I could even go in New York. Quickly missed the free throw, but Gibson gets it back and over to Quickly, and now there's no shot clock, so they can hold if they want to. 12-point lead for Atlanta. Quickly drives. Quickly Figaro blocked again by Capella, and the Hawks will run with 5 seconds. Bogdanovich passed it off. Tip there. Over a Herder off the rim, rebounded by Noel. And the third quarter is over with the Hawks by 12. Final quarter, which could be left in the next season. They're going to have to come with a winning quarter. 74-62 Atlanta. Yes, that is true, Avs fan.
Okay, Mike, thank you. So, Wally, for the Hawks, the lead at the half was 5. It's now a 12-point lead going into the final quarter.
Yeah, Knicks just can't get anything going offensively, and Randall has a lot of attention on him, and that means a lot of trouble for the Knicks. They can't get into any type of flow or rhythm. A lot of turnovers in that third quarter, and conversely, when you're getting stops, that gives you confidence on the offensive end of the floor. And Atlanta's just taking advantage of a lot of size mismatches. They have length and size pretty much at every position. They can see
Third period is soon to be starting, guys, in Winnipeg. We should have a decent amount of time left in that period, so we'll broadcast that after this game is over.
It's been such a battle, such a grind every time down. How do they make things easier?
I just think they got to go with their scoring lineup, and they got to try to figure it out on the offensive end of the floor. They got to get this game like a rat race up and down the floor.
They're talking about offense, but I think defending is more important for the Knicks. Because the Knicks, listen, they're good enough to make shots. The problem is, you go down the court, you make a great three, and it's like, oh, well, Trae Young's going to go up the middle, make a great play, make a great pass or shot, or he'll draw free throws. What's the score? 74, I think 62, Atlanta? Well, that's his game, Hallam. His game is isolate. Again, my issue is not the offense for the Knicks. My issue is defending these guys like Capella and Trae Young. Again, for those who don't care about basketball, I'm sorry, but this stream will not be – he's missing? Yeah, it's true. But this stream will – once the Knicks game is over, the stream will not end. We will have the rest of the third period and overtime if we get there. And the Winnipeg Montreal game. But then after that, the stream will be over. Let's check in the NBA. 4:05 to go in the fourth. 122-101, Philadelphia. And if Philadelphia wins, as I said, that's who will play the winner of this series. We're about to have tip-off soon in Utah as well. And in about 24 minutes, we should have tip-off at Staples Center between the Mavericks and the Clippers. Series is tied 2-2 between both Dallas and Los Angeles. Burks is out there quickly. They're starting the young guys. Trae Young will start the quarter on the bench. Ha ha ha. That's weird, bro. Back out quickly, stole it. And he'll lay up. He's fouled. Wow. Just to start it, the Hawks were going to bring it up close, and they gave the ball away, and they gave the momentum possibly back to the Knicks. Quickly pickpocketed Herder. And a foul against Atlanta. Quickly will get 2 free throws. First one score. No Derrick Rose on the court, but Quickly did the big defensive play. 2 steals, 8 points. 9 points as it rolls in. New York is within 10. Capella, Bogdanovich, Herter, Gallinari, and Lou Williams. Stingy experience with the match of Youngblood. Lou Williams dribbles that around, and here's Gallinari back out. Gallinari tried to screen for Herter. And a foul! Oh no, travel against Atlanta, and Danilo Gallinari, and the Knicks will get the ball. Actually, it's not a travel, it's an illegal screen. Barrett, Noel, Burks, Toppin, and quickly for the Knicks. Burks has the ball. Burks steps it up. Oh, who's first? Quickly, that pass almost was turned over. Here is Burks again. Burks, screen there. Burks, tough shot, but it comes over to RJ Barrett. Barrett, tough shot again. Bounced. Oh, and it wouldn't go for Hoppins, and the rebound bounced wide. Hawks have it, Bogdanovich. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich passed over. Wide open is Williams. He scores. Hawks by 13. Back over. It is quickly again. Off as he gave the pass to Hoppins, and quickly has it, and quickly spins and turns, and quickly a floater. Up high, Noel went down, foul against Atlanta. Good call by the referees. Gallinari doesn't like it. It's his second in 90 seconds. No. If it's inappropriate, you're getting timed out. Knicks are not in the bonus yet. RJ Barrett to Nerlens Noel. Noel steps to Barrett. Quickly's there as well. RJ Barrett to quickly to Barrett. Barrett steps across. Barrett moves. Capella tried to block, but it didn't work. He went off the glass, and the Knicks are within 11. Yeah, I that's what I would do, yes. Lou Williams, good defense. Gallinari deep out, wide open, but off the rim because that was a big three. He hasn't driven at all, but that was good. As Burks hands over to RJ Barrett, and it's Barrett for Burks. For Barrett, they play catch. Barrett turns. Barrett passed over for Hoppins, spins. Hoppins and Bogdanovich. Hoppins scores! Timeout Atlanta. They're buzzing in New York. 9:44 to go. Knick alumni in the stands. Some of the great New York celebrities in the stands. And the New York Knicks are flowing. Only down by 9. Their season is still alive. Thanks to the young kids. Quickly, Barrett and Hoppins. Toppins, excuse me.
FanDuel Sportsbook is your home for NBA playoffs action.
77-68 Hawks. Very low scoring game as well. 1:40 to go. A 19-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers.
You can always count on the sun. You can chase it, bask in it, and be certain it'll be back again.
Oh, I'm talking about hockey talk. No, why would I do that?
A car you can feel just as sure of. Trade up to a Kia, ranked #1 in dependability by J.D. Power, and backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Lease a 2021 Sportage LX all-wheel drive for $149 a month.
Same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you were around.
Welcome back, America. It sure is good to see you.
Hold fast to dreams. Or dream slow. Life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
we doing?
Fabulous.
Wonder how the firm's doing without its fearless leader.
They're shooting free throws now, Philadelphia. This game is really out of hand. Why do you always say that? I'm not always interactive. Sometimes I just try to stream.
Let's get back to getting takes instead of watching flicks.
I want you guys have fun, but not at the expense of other people, whether they are or aren't here.
For yourself and for your crew.
Back here in the other Cardinal legends like John Starks, Larry Johnson earlier. We also want to acknowledge another Cardinal legend who's here tonight. Marv Albert, the voice of the Knicks for decades and for generations of fans calling the game for TNT. Marv's career ending this year. He's announced his retirement following this year's playoffs. He called his first Knick game in 1963. 58 years ago, filling in for the great Marty Glickman. Marv means so much to a generation of Knick fans and generations of aspiring young broadcasters. I should know, personally, his influence on me has been immeasurable.
Nick crowd is on their feet. So the Hawks are pressed a little bit by New York. And it is Burks on Young. Trae Young to Capella. Their top guys are out there, almost intercepted by Quickly. I believe that was him. Yes, it was. Bogdanovich driving. Hard two, he scores. Burks turns, and they try to streak to the net, but they couldn't get any great presence there. Here's Burks. A hard shot. Score! Burks! The Knicks are not giving up. 9-point lead for Atlanta. Trae Young with it. Young. Back over Bogdanovich to Young. Young trying to get a foul called, and he spins it off the glass and scores. No foul called, but he got the basket to go. Hawks up by 11. Back off from Burks. Quickly. No foul called. 2-on-1. Hawks off the backboard. They're calling this. I don't understand how you're going to call foul on New York there when you wouldn't have called the foul on Atlanta when the ball was off. I mean, that's Young hit his arm. But whatever. That'll be Burks' second foul of the game. 2 free throws coming. First one, missed. Bullock comes in for Burks. Who had a good start, but lately has first start in that time he was on the court. Nagy called a shift. I don't know what you really call it here. But at the end, it was kind of lackluster a little bit. This hit the rim, but it bounced in. 12-point lead for Atlanta. Back for Quickly. Bounce pass. Over to R.J. Barrett. Quickly's wide open from the corner. Barrett over. Faked and then Opley tried to tip this up high. He missed the shot. Capella gets the rebound right at the baseline. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Trae Young scores a three-pointer, but he was fouled before that shot went through. And so Randall is back on the court. As Toppin will go back, as that is not a shooting foul because the foul happened before the shot went in. Trae Young gets it right off the inbound. Trae Young, pass over. And Hunter is blocked. And the Knicks, Randall got that pass out. R.J. Barrett on Bogdanovich. Foul against Atlanta. As R.J. Barrett picked off that pass well, as it was blocked by Noel. And then Randall comes there, and then Barrett was off to the races. Couldn't score, but he was literally just bear hugged by Bogdanovich. First free throw, he got it. 7:48 to go in the final quarter. Second free throw, not made. Rebounded by Capella. 82-71, 11-point lead for Atlanta. Trae Young has it. Goes away from Noel. Not him, but his scores in the three-pointer. It was Bullock. He shot over. Quickly. Sends this through. Randall. Right to the three-point corner. Cross that off of Bullock's hand, and Atlanta ball. Yes, that's my Instagram I don't use anymore. I made that like 8 years ago. You're not going to find anything there, so don't snoop around. I made that 8 years ago. I think I set up a profile, and I didn't do anything. Shot for Young and airballed. Since we're on the topic of Knicks, Melo was around 2014. That was the first year the Knicks missed the playoffs, after the year where Carmelo Anthony was the superstar for the Knicks and was a runner-up for the MVP. So I wanted to name it after that. And I was way more into basketball than hockey then. So Trae Young, this is before, I think, or is he shooting free throws now? Oh, yeah, that was just now. So 3 free throws coming. First one, missed. Ha. I didn't even know Tommy then. There's a bunch of people I know in my life that I didn't even know when I made that account. So nice try. You're getting timed out. Young rolls in the second. Looked like he was going to miss that as well, though.
Use the rules to your advantage. And one of those moves that he does all the time, he drives and he stops on the dime, and the defender in pursuit.
7:12 to go in the fourth. Third free throw coming. Also, as he scores on that one, he gets 25 points. He's had more than 20 in every game of these playoffs. He's played 5 playoff games in his career and over 20 points each time. Nerlens Noel over to Bullock. Bullock to Barrett. R.J. Barrett. 16-point lead for Atlanta. Barrett tries to spin this to Noel, but Capella took the ball away and back out to Trae Young. Young with it. Young. Back across. Trae Young will have it. Young guarded by Bullock. Young. Away. Lost it. Nick ball. Barrett will go to the bench. Burks is back on. 6:38 to go in the fourth. Quickly drives and missed the layup.
Bogdanovich is invulnerable to the penetration. Keeps hacking and whacking. IQ again at the line.
First free throw made by Quickly.
That's what he can do. He can erupt in a hurry. He's flammable.
21-year-old rookie will make his second. He's been very good. 6:25 to go in the fourth. 87-73. Hawks. Trae Young steps it up. Young. Back away. Young floats off the glass but couldn't get it. Capella the rebound and twists. Tipped. And then rebound score. Collins. Here's Quickly. Steps aside. Back. Quickly again. Quickly dribbles through. Pass. Too far for Noel, and it's out of bounds.
That's going to come right back in again.
5:55 to go. 89-73 Hawks. Trey Young away from Noel. Young back over to Hunter for three. He scores. Timeout New York. They're in the bonus, but they're really down by 19 points late in this game where they're already down 3-1 in the series. The Knicks are going to need close to a miracle to force a game 6. Hawks trying to advance. And it should be noted, we now know that Philadelphia has won 129-112. So we know who the Hawks will play. We're getting Brooklyn and Milwaukee. If the Hawks are to win this game, they will play Philadelphia.
That's a single issue for every mayoral candidate in the upcoming primary election. You ask the candidates 5 questions to restore New York. To nurse this economy back out. Bring our city back stronger. On June 22nd, make sure your candidate has answered no.
Malai is an ice cream company that focuses on South Asian-inspired ingredients and flavors. We use our Squarespace website to keep people up to date. So professional, and it looks so clean. I do think that we're creating something special, and I would want to share it with as many people as I can.
Cool.
The all-new Hyundai Tucson. Lease either a 2022 Hyundai Tucson for $169 a month or a 2022 Tucson Hybrid for $189 a month. Hurry in.
Who goes right back to sleep after getting an alert of an unusual charge on their credit card? You do. Round-the-clock fraud protection. One of the many things you can expect when you're with Amex.
New upgraded Axe body wash. Keeps you clean and smelling refreshed for 12 hours.
Kevin, please introduce our guest on PM.
Of course, to kick it with us like he always does. Trail. I mean, I'll just have to see us balling right
Sorry that it looked like a mess right now. I'm just really tired, and hopefully this game soon. 5:43 to go in the fourth.
Playoffs are here, and there's no better place to tap into the excitement than on FanDuel Sportsbook. Place your first bet risk-free and get up to $1,000 back if you don't win.
Also, it's a 14-point lead for Utah, 21-7 against Memphis. And what could be the last game of the season for the Knicks, and also could be the last game of the season for the Knicks in this building in Madison Square Garden. They were down 3-1 in the series. They lost game 1 at the buzzer. They won game 2 with a comeback. They got shellacked in Georgia, and they have not fared much better in this game 5. And Trey Young, hate him, but he's been sensational. Yes, he at first was like, oh, well, his game is just to draw penalties. But he's been able to win at every other side of the court. He is going to have, if the Hawks can win this, can keep this lead for the next 5:40, he is going to have a tall task against Philadelphia. But he may be ready for it. Bullock to Randall. Randall works through. Burks off the rim, rebounded up high, and Gibson couldn't get it. Trey Young will take this. They're going to try to control here because the clock is Atlanta's friend. It is a really good friend of Atlanta here with 5:10. Vital enemy of the Knicks, the clock is, as Young couldn't get it, and here is Barrett trying to get the pace. Barrett to Burks. Burks keeps the ball in. Burks steps up, steps it back to Barrett. Barrett driving. Barrett hooks it in and scores. 17-point deficit. Ball will roll. It means the clock will go. And Young picks it up after it crosses midcourt. And they're going to separate Gibson and Capella. Don't know how many fouls, if they'll call foul on Gibson or Capella or both. Nate McMillan, the coach of the, as Trae Young will float this in and score. The Atlanta Hawks has never been past the second round as a coach. Tom Thibodeau has been to the conference final, never been to the NBA finals, but he's been past the first round a couple of times. Burks to Randall. Randall steps on Bogdanovich. Try to draw a foul. Couldn't get it. Randall fakes the three. Randall driving. Randall over to Barrett. Barrett wide open from the corner. He scores! R.J. Barrett. 16-point deficit. I wouldn't say it's not over yet, just because how it's gone. Hawks are going to try to just let the ball roll because Knicks aren't going to want to get it, and it cleans up so much of the clock. The Knicks being in the bonus this late in the game is helpful, but how much does it do? I don't know. Randall is defending Young. Two most prolific players on this team, on their teams. Prospectively, here is Trae Young. Trae Young stepping. Young draws a foul, and it didn't go in. The ball did not drop in with 4.1 left on the shot clock. And Atlanta jumps into the bonus. 7:52 to go on the third. It was 3-1. It's not 3-1 any longer in Winnipeg. It's 4-2. Forbert got a goal for Winnipeg to make it 3-2, but then Gallagher made the Canadiens jump ahead. We may have enough time for that game. I don't know. Shot for Young. He scores. On the free throw, Burks will get it. Burks to R.J. Barrett. Barrett steps at the free throw line, and this is tipped off a Hawk. So Philadelphia 1-5, Brooklyn 1-5, Milwaukee 1-4. This would be another quick series win, as we've seen the West series go long. This would be another quick series win for Atlanta if they can win this. R.J. Barrett up high, rebound dunked home by Burks. 16-point deficit still. Timeout Atlanta, 96-80. Hawks. 3:16 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, of course. To kick it with us like he always does. True. I mean, I'll just have to see us balling right now. You've got to shoot the three balls. Certainly are always down for some good gamesmanship, okay, Novak? And I'm hearing you.
Do you recall how long ago we would walk on the sidewalk all around?
Montreal just won on the power play, guys. 4-2. They've got 30 shots. Winnipeg has 28. Don't be disappointed in Nick's awesome this year. Yeah, I know. And they're going to be really good next year. Listen, at the beginning of the year, I said, I think they can be an 8 seed. I want them just to get in the playoffs. I don't care if they get swept by Milwaukee or Philly. I just want them in. And they get home court against like 5 or 6 other teams in the East and about 3 other teams in the West, including the defending champs, and are seen as a dark horse to win the NBA championship. They've only won a game. They're probably only going to win a game in the playoffs. But to come that far, they need to transform their game and get better. But as long as Dolan doesn't rip apart the team, and Dolan's right now is concentrated with the Rangers, so this shouldn't happen. But yeah, they should be good. I'm disappointed that we're going to lose the playoff series, but I'm also pretty proud of these guys. They haven't been relevant in a long time. Here's Trae Young. Neither of the Hawks. Trae Young for 3 off the rim. And Bullock. I'm going to root for Portland to win the NBA Finals because they're my second favorite team. And after that, probably the Clippers. But in the East, I'll definitely be rooting for, as it's dunked home by Burks, Philadelphia, because my dad is a Sixers fan. Burks, his second rebound dunking straight. 2:30 to go in the fourth. A few of the fans are headed for the exit. Oh, this kicked off of Young! And it's Nick Ball. A bad mistake by Young. He tried to just keep the clock going, and it rolled down and off a leg. If this was a 5-point deficit, this would be really bad for Atlanta. But it's only I think 14. So, but a 3-point here could actually do some damage. Here's a 3-pointer on its way. Score! Randall! It's about time. 11-point deficit, 2:13 to go. Trae Young gets it. Jay-Z is on his feet. Most Knicks fans are. Here is Trae Young. Steps aside. He should be okay, though, because his team that he helped get to Brooklyn is really good. The Nets, of course, they'll play Milwaukee with home court in Brooklyn and the Barclays Center. RJ Barrett, also the Hawks, got a shot to go. Randall fakes a 3. Now shoots a 3. It's blocked behind, but out of bounds. New York ball with 1:43 to go in the game and 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Also 5:13 to go in the third. 25 seconds left in the Montreal power play in the hockey playoff game. The first one, driven up the middle. Fakes Burks. Burks missed it, but he got fouled. Third foul to Capella. And I think if you could have really booted him on fouls early in the game, that could have changed the dynamic of this playoff game. Sad day for Knicks fans. Yeah, but as Kevin said, what should the Knicks make this offseason? Probably get a few more scorers, especially guys that can play like defensively, as Burks hit the rim there. I don't know who was in the free agent class this year, Kevin. I'm not that big of a basketball fan. I'm a huge hockey fan. I'm not a big basketball fan. I love the Knicks, but I don't follow it as much, basketball. So I don't know the free agent class. But they should make some moves, but they shouldn't make any devastating moves. 1:25 to go in the fourth quarter. This is a far pass, but it comes there, and it's guarded heavily. Knicks might think to foul, try to block that shot off the rim, rebounded up high, try to bat it out, and it does. Get it to RJ Barrett. Barrett steps through, 70 seconds to go. Barrett, crossover, Barrett, finger roll, missed. Capella gets the ball, and that should be sayonara. Final minute in the Knicks season, it looks like. Trae Young steps aside with a move on Bullock. Knicks fans coming to their feet in the lower and upper bowls in Madison Square Garden. Shot for Young. Oh, my goodness. He hit a ripper for 3. 101-86. Randall steps aside from Gibson to Burks for 3. He scores! Burks with 32.2. 12-point deficit. Trae Young. He pushes in on Bullock. There is about a 12-second between shot and game. Trae Young pressured hard by Bullock. Trae Young trying to get to the ball. He gets it, and he's fouled by Gibson. Both are in the bonus, so the Hawks can't get the ball and just sit on it. They're going to have free throws with 12.1 to go. How are they garbage? Ray, what's your team? Before you say they're garbage, what's your team? Because I better not hear Detroit or Golden State. Score on the free throw line, Trae Young. Let's go, Knicks is the chant, and it's deafening in the Garden. Second shot for Trae Young. So in 5 games, the Gardens go quickly in basketball. TD and Madison Square. Knicks are going to hold the ball. Julius Randle, one final time in their season's over. All right, it sucks. It's disappointing, but this is a young team. And what a year for New York. They're only going to get better and better. If the offseason is diligent, they will come through, and I hate to do it. The Knicks will be better. I hate to do it, but congratulations, Atlanta. They have been missing some playoff success. They get some. The first round playoffs in the second round are set. Brooklyn and Milwaukee from Barclays, and Atlanta and Philadelphia from Wells Fargo. We will get those first-round matchups. We're still awaiting anybody in the West, but Utah looks like they should be on their way. All right. Okay, all right, guys. I will do the final 2:25 of the third period between Winnipeg and the Montreal Canadiens. We're at commercial right now. When we get back, we will have the conclusion of this game.
Bacon Double Stack is back in the piggy bank for just $5. Only at Wendy's.
Want to grab pizza?
Bad move, guys. Get a freshly made footlong from Subway instead. Like a classic Italian BMT stacked with fresh veggies. There's a Subway 3 blocks from here.
We probably won't have many basketball streams until maybe the conference final or the NBA finals. I definitely will do the NBA finals, maybe not the conference finals.
He leads the postseason with 8 goals. 2 came in that game 1 route to Vegas tonight. It is game 2 from Denver. Puck drop is set for 10:20. Back to Alex.
Avalanche and Knights should be dropping the puck in 10 minutes, guys, so I know for that. Price has had a good game. It was 3-2, but then 4-2. Canadians haven't trailed. In fact, the game's never even been tied. Extra attacker out for the Jets. Jets will have this on back and out for Ehlers. Ehlers across. Back down. And for the Jets to bring this, it comes through for Weber. Shea Weber. Tipped again away from Sherratt, the former Jet. Ehlers. Step through. Scheifele backhands this over Pierre-Luc Dubois. Back pass. It's kept in. Pionk fakes the drive. Won't go there. Ehlers steps up left circle. Passed across. Connor score! This is not over yet for 3. Nikolai Ehlers, Kyle Connor went to work. And with 1:42 to go, yeah, there's still time. Good pass through, and there were no Canadian sticks in the lane. And this just went right past the glove of Carey Price and in between the goaltender. And look at Pierre-Luc Dubois, who was also setting a bit of a screen. It's 4-3. And that'll be some momentum no matter what happens in this game into game 2. Right as they announce the goal with fans here also in the building. As it comes across and back out. The Jets to move this in. Extra attacker back on the ice. It's swept out behind Carey Price. Petrie there again. Less than 1:20 to go. Tip down to center ice. This will take a bit of a Montreal bounce, but not enough. Ehlers has it. 70 seconds to go in the third. Ehlers steps across. Ehlers back along. Ehlers to the line, and it just tipped away. And Toffoli has it. Deflects all the way down. Will this be icing? No icing. So the empty net, a wrap around, they score. Anderson, and he gets decked behind the play, and that causes a scrum behind the net. Excuse me, that was Evans, and Evans is still down, and the Canadiens are not happy. That was a bit of a dirty hit. I hate to say it, but that was a bit of a dirty hit. It was only utilized because, and if that was Scheifele, that's interesting because not only is he not a dirty player, but he was arguing with the guy before. Evans is still down. Evans got hit hard. And that all became because it was no icing. And Shea Weber is not happy, the captain. But it all happened to Scheifele. He probably will be suspended. But it all happened, too, because he went for the wraparound, and there was nobody there. So it felt like you got to hit the guy so he doesn't score. We're only down by 1. I understand why Scheifele did it, but I also understand why Montreal is mad. Like, I get this. And Evans is still down on the ice. Wow. He's on his back. They're bringing the stretcher out. They have brought the stretcher out.
Team doctor for Winnipeg that they
And
sitting just a couple of rows up in the stands.
the team doctor for Winnipeg comes out, as well as Jake Allen for some reason. So this is the play that happened, guys. Puck got swept down, and the referees did not call icing. So now there's no net. So Anderson comes in for a backhander, and Scheifele just ramrodded him. Interesting, too, this is the second round. But if you remember, last year in the playoffs, technically not the first round, but the qualifying round in the first period, Scheifele got hurt hard, a hit to the head by the Calgary Flames, which deteriorated the entire series. So I think Scheifele, who's a clean player, will still probably get a suspension a game or two because of what happened. But you have to also understand this in Scheifele's point of view. The fact that, okay, so, yeah, that's a bit dirty, but I'm thinking there's an icing. There's not an icing. Oh, no! Are you kidding me? There's a guy with an empty net. All he has to do is an easy wraparound, and we have a chance to tie this game and go to overtime. I got to get this puck. I don't care. So he comes in for a hit, but it's after the play. The goal's been scored. Puck's in the net. I understand what Scheifele did, but I also understand why Montreal is mad. Toffoli, Kotkaniemi, Gustafsson, and Perry are at the Winnipeg goal watching the officials, health officials, work with, was it Anderson?
And also,
Not Anderson.
Evans was actually
excuse me.
Scheifele. So,
At the Winnipeg bench and at the Montreal bench, everyone is standing on ice level. Carey Price is back there. Connor Hellebuck is at the Winnipeg bench. Connor Hellebuck was at the Winnipeg bench for this entire play because he was out for the extra attacker, which is why that happened. Carey Price has his head down. Suzuki, you can understand where Montreal really is, how they, the thought, the emotion for this. Corey Perry just said something to either a health official or Evans. I don't know. The stretcher is out.
The only concern on anyone's mind is the health
But yeah,
of Jake Evans.
Evans, obviously, we talked about should that have been a penalty? What'll happen with the fine? All that. But think about the human being of Jacob Evans. And yes, you hope he's okay. The stretcher is out now. It has been pulled out finally. And this is,
situation is
again,
stabilize and immobilize.
a series ago.
If there is any
we had this exact situation, but reverse. Montreal, the hit against Tavares. And this was just a bad play, but hopefully Evans, he'll probably go to a local hospital here in Manitoba. We hope that Evans will be okay. There's also still 56.9 with a 2-goal game that's left to play in this hockey game. And yes, Brian Boucher just said what I was talking about with Tavares. As Evans is on the stretcher, he's got his arms crossed on his chest, legs taped. They've got everyone behind, and Gustafsson giving a tap to the right pad of Evans. Toffoli is there, Kotkaniemi, and more of the Habs come over. Stahl, Anderson, they're all coming over. Carey Price and Jake Allen both skate over. Suzuki, and they're cheering in Winnipeg. Good for him. Evans is on the stretcher. They're wheeling him out. He looks okay. I haven't seen a thumb up or anything. I think he just gave a thumb up. Yeah, I think he just gave a thumb up. Tapping on the sticks on the ice by the Jets. Obviously, they didn't want that to happen, but very unfortunate play. This is the third time we've seen a stretcher play this year in the National Hockey League. This is the second time in the puck drops here we've seen it. Obviously, I didn't stream Game 1, but I did stream Florida and Dallas when Ekblad had that horrifying injury. And he had to be out on a stretcher. So, yeah, this was just a backhander by Evans. Evans was not cold. He probably has a concussion. We don't know. And we do know, though, that the puck was in the net. So this is a goal. Don't have to worry. Was the puck in the net when he was hit? Like, what's the call? So they're going to give Montreal a 5-minute major power play. So Montreal will be on the power play for the rest of this game, no matter what. If we get to overtime somehow, they will be on the power play in overtime as well. Charging is the call on Scheifele. So no Scheifele for overtime if we get there. And they said, probably league office will say something about that. Corey Perry, I think he'll be suspended for 1 or 2 games. I don't think it's a malicious intent, though. Shea Weber takes this at the blue line, fires it, and it's tipped away. Tried out away from Stahl, and Stanley will take this back out and chipped off the corner. Carey Price out behind the net. 25 seconds to go in the third period. Ben Sherratt has the puck. Sherratt tried to chip this through over to Shea Weber. He'll send this all the way down, and it's taken over for Pullman. Pullman stepped away. 10 seconds to go. Stanley, a hit on Corey Perry. The Jets will skate away. Stanley, he'll fire this out to center. A bit too far, and then slapped in. The period is over, and Montreal gets the Game 1 and leads the second round series 1-0 in their first ever playoff meeting over Winnipeg. But, of course, the dark cloud over the hit on Evans. They'll have to see what happens with him. But Carey Price gives up 3, but his offense scores 5. Canadiens lead the series 1-0. All right, I'll be watching the Colorado game and also maybe some of the basketball games. I probably won't watch them, but I'll pay attention to them. I will see you guys tomorrow for Boston and New York, and then Tampa and the Carolina Hurricanes, and also pay attention to the Portland game. Hopefully the Blazers can force a Game 7 back in Denver. Good night, everybody. Happy hockey, everybody.
So we'll see what happens going forward here.
Final score 5-3.